And question number 7 is something like this. You say it's been brought from rotational motion, but not a very in-depth one, a straightforward something related to equilibrium. Now you can see there is a meter rod and that is uniform if you go through the question. So if it is uniform, that means the weight of the rod would certainly come at the center of mass, right? So here is that given case. And this being equals to mg. Now it is at equilibrium and we need to calculate tension in the string A. So let's name it. This would be tension in string A and likewise this will be tension in string B. That's how it goes. So what do? We use the translatory equilibrium and rotational equilibrium. However, because only tension A has been asked, so what I can do is that directly I can write the torque about B. So in that, the variable TB would be eliminated. Now the clockwise torque is given by tension A. We are doing about B. So that will be TA multiplied by 100 and equals to the torque due to mg, that's going to be mg multiplied by 50, and the torque due to 2mg would also be anti-clockwise. So that's going to be equals to 2mg multiplied by 25. So this is how it goes. The distances are in centimeter, both sides gets cancelled. Tension at A would be equals to 1 mg. So option number 4 comes out to be the correct one. Question number 8 is another one from rotational dynamics, and you could say it's a back-to-back second question, and incidentally it's also about the torque equation. You look at here, there is a uniform cylinder of mass m, radius r, and there is a force by which we want to pull the cylinder so that it just rests over the edge. So it's something like it would be rotating about this point and that would be the point which passes through the axis. So let's try to see again another very straightforward one. But the question says we need to calculate the minimum force. Alright, let me begin from the free body diagram and I would write as less figure as possible so that the figure becomes very much clear. This is equal to mg. Now the whole idea is we would be writing the torque about this point. There is normal reaction and friction acting, but since we are writing the torque about this point, the torque due to normal reaction and friction becomes 0. So now since the cylinder has to climb above this step, so the torque due to force has to be greater than mg. Apart from that, it also says minimum force. So of course, with a minimum force to produce maximum torque for a given distance, the angle has to be 90 degrees. So that can be in fact understood or the conclusion can be drawn. Now the idea is quite simple. The torque due to F, that is Fr, since it says minimum, so at that condition it just equals to. Now just have a look about the torque due to mg. The perpendicular distance from this particular point is this, and let me call this distance by x. So that is going to be equals to mg multiplied by x. Rest, to calculate the value of x, that's not a problem. You can straightway see that's a geometry mg, and here x, if you see, in this particular triangle, that's going to be under root of r square minus of r minus a whole square. So now you can go and option number 1 is going to be the correct answer. Let's go for the next. The 9th question. A regular trend and an estimate is that from the topic units and measurement, we generally get question, and specifically from measuring device you could see. It's a beautiful one. In fact, all possible concepts of vernier caliper has been combined to make this question. Let's see what it says. The least count of main scale is this much. So 1 MSD the main scale division, that is 1 millimeter. All right. So let me pull it something here. So the question says 1 MSD is 1 millimeter and there are vernier scale which is divided into 10 divisions and it coincides with 9 division of main scale. So with the first data till this, what you can do is that, let me just bifurcate the entire question. This segment allows you to compute the least count of vernier caliper. So let's see, as per the data here, the least count of the vernier caliper is going to be 1 millimeter by 10. That means that will be 0.1 millimeter. All right, now let's see what is the second segment. It says when the jaws are touching, the 7th division of vernier coincides with the division of main and 0 of vernier is lying right side of the 0 of main. So clearly it's a case of positive 0 error. So you see, if we just try to make another segment from here to this particular point, it gives us the information about the 0 error. So let's say the 7th division is coinciding. That means 0 error, that's going to be 7 multiplied by least count. So that will be equals to straightforward 0.7 millimeter. That's done. Of course, if the error is positive, the correction would be negative, right? Now comes the measurement part. So here, this would be the measurement part. Let's see. When this instrument is used to measure the length of a cylinder, 0 of vernier scale lies between 3.1 centimeter and 3.2 centimeter. So let's see what would be the reading if I represent it by R. So that's going to be 3.1 centimeter. And let's see, and the 4th vernier scale coincides with the main. So that's going to be 4 multiplied by least count. So how much is it going to be? The least count is 0.1 millimeter, so 0.01 centimeter, right? So that's going to be 3.14 centimeter. This is what you get. And after all, the final thing, the correct value, the error has to be compensated suitably. Since the error is positive, the correction would be negative. So you need to subtract this from the reading. So that's a straightforward one, 3.07 centimeter. Option number 3 would be the correct one. So you could see it's a complete, wholesome question that allows you to have the concept of everything. Now let's go to question number 10.